Won't you let me take you away from me? Yeah. Hey, won't you let me take you away from me? All of my friends.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 119 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 19 carries, 75 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now Burrow. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate. And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Mexico City, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Jets nothing.
On to the second quarter. Mexico City in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Fournette is in for a touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And New York set to take the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 28-yard line.
Pierce gets this one running right. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Draw play, Edmonds. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
It's a gain of 2.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got him in, it's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, Hurts. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good comp. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow on the screen. This is Edmonds. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And Burrow going to throw again. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the 2nd half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Throwing is Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Here's Johnson with a reception. Down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Hurts to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over. New York ready to go again offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Running left, here's Edmonds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Burrow looking to pass. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. Russell Gage, 57 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Jets 13.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. This is caught. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. Complete to Marquise Brown.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And the Jets set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little route there. And if you don't give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Burrow going to throw again. He gets it left side to Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Deontay Johnson, 60 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts.
The 23-yard line.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the draw, this is Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down. They do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on here to punt it away. Able to slither by. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Jets 27.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts dumps it off to Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They go play action with Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Handoff left side, Pierce. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
brought down at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because Let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
At the 26-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On 2nd and 9, Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Burrow looking to pass. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Burrow will throw. It's Myers again with another catch. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Again, it's Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Here's Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Hooper. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. He's back to throw. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Hurts throw here taken in by Gesicki. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. They'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end.